All right, good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Gold, as you all know. And I welcome to Kokwe Radio and Television Station where they give a back-to-back as they happen. As the suburb of Obodo, Nigeria, still on top this protest matter. If you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please try as much as possible to subscribe to this YouTube channel. All right, to my fellow obedient members and members of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, now I make I bring this update. As now they see now, I go see say the vehicle of DSS is just a slide of the protest that is coming on board. Right, this is Kano State where they see so now Kano State today. So now with this, so now I make I bring this update where they shell for Kano State right now. And as you can see, they see all this vehicle, DSS, police, and all the whole security agency that they for the street self, the suburb, they say make the protest no happen. In fact, out of them will be the security agency, out of the policemen, themselves don't say go make we no shaky, make the thing no suburb or say make we continue the protest. That in fact they are in full support to their spiritual and body self. They on top this matter say themselves support to the movement of this protest where they happen. And the way one shell so say because the team be say themselves they don't tire for the bad the government where they happen. Say themselves they don't tire because out of these military people, we see some of these soldier men where they collect 56,000 as salary, monthly basics. Now them or God them commanders them. Now they chop, they sit down top the allowance. So now they say okay, make we serve suburb, make we no fear because the way the protest go take suburb, it themselves if the country better, in fact there will be a beneficiary. All right, to make I take us to the next stage of when this man, this military person, don't expose the troop on top this matter, how the protest go to suburb. In fact, he say how the military themselves.
Oh, thank you so much. What grounds? I will take the questions from the first person who said Turkey was stopped and wanted to talk about military tanks. I want to say, and this is important, I fought the military when they had battle tanks. When I mean functioning tanks in the 80s and 90s. I've been to the Keja cantonment and I've seen over 150 tanks, brand new in the 80s. Today, I don't think the military can even boast of 5 that is functioning. The Air Force doesn't even have a jet-powered fighter jet. So what you are saying, just quickly to respond to you, the military is going to engage in what is known in security circles as PSYOPs, psychological operations. They are trying to deceive you to believe that they have the capacity to cage you. But the way to disabuse your mind is one, I encourage us to come out in large numbers because even the military respects large numbers of resistors. I mean, when I say military, it's not just the military of Nigeria, even the U.S. military, as powerful as they are. The moment men and women started protesting against them in Iraq, they knew it was over and they had to leave. If it was just shooting at each other, they probably would have stayed till now. But it was when, you remember the young guy, 35-year-old, started organizing protests on a regular basis on Fridays that they knew it was time to go. The second aspect of it is that it will shock you that if this protest succeeds very well, some military guys will join you in uniform. You'll be shocked because there's a top hierarchy of the military that is part of the corrupt elites in the country who are making money. They're going to order people to go around and try to harass civilians. But I've also spoken to a lot of young military guys who are the ones carrying the burden of the Nigerian military. They are the ones who are getting paid 56,000 naira monthly basis. They are the ones who get their allowances embezzled by their commanders. They are tired of this situation. They have come to the realization that over the years, they have been used to suppress what could also have brought about their own development. So I am not worried about the military coming at all. That was why I kept saying that if NSAS had the right strategy. The day after the military shot, in fact, that night the military shot, we could have continued the protest the next day and the military would have run away. They were already on the defensive. I'm telling you, they would have been overwhelmed and they would have taken. In fact, Buhari did say it, that the military told him that if we don't do something about these NSAS guys, they are going to enter into your bedroom in Aso Rock. That was what Buhari said on TV. They understood the power of the masses. So there's another person from Bauchi. We have a few coordinators in Bauchi. Protests will happen everywhere. The state governments who are making declarations that there won't be protests are also afraid that protesters are going to question, because this is a protest that is targeting the entire governance infrastructure in the country. That's why it's called End Bad Governance. So everywhere there's End Bad Governance, which I'm sure there's a lot of it in Bauchi, it will happen. And maybe you can DM me. I can put you in touch with one of the people who is going to be there. In some cities, we have more than one coordinator. And if there's anybody here as well who wants to join in Bauchi, you can also DM me. My DM is open. I also want to say something about the military thing I was saying earlier, that please, there are people who are here with us in this space right now who are military guys. There are people who are here with us who are DSS guys. There are people who are police informants. So they are listening to us, and I want to let them know that we are ready. But there are also people in all these forces who are here with us, who are truly with us, and they are going to support in whatever way they can. Some of them have reached out and said, if there's any protest and if they won't allow their colleagues to shoot at anybody, and if somebody tries to be stupid, they will prevent them if it will cost them their lives. Because they've all come to understand that Nigeria's problem and their own problems boils down to bad governance. And the people who are driving the bad governance situation in the country, they know them. They're their bosses. And they are the ones that they ask them to go and protect. You must have seen today a police memo saying that they are withdrawing all the security attachments to big men across the country. Well, that's going to drive more of them to flee the country in the next few days. But it's also part of psychological operations of like, oh, we're going to have more men on the street. But don't be afraid. What we should focus on, is to keep mobilizing more people and get enough people to be on the streets. We should be having millions of people on the streets. And the moment they step out of their houses and they are going towards city center or the protest grounds, before you know it, we'll be naming some of these monuments in the country Freedom Square. I don't seem to get the last question again. I know there was the last question that came. Can you remind me, please?
Yes, someone was asking at what point or on what grounds. The
point about when we will have dialogue. I'm not in a position to say that. We are democratizing the participation and the mobilization now. It would be wrong for anyone, including myself, to start putting up conditions for dialogue when we have not even started the protest. If there's going to be dialogue, we will look at the demands. We will look at the issues. We will drive what will become the dialogue, because otherwise you will end up with some of the mistakes the Kenyans are making, which they are rectifying now. They fought up to a point, they have achieved significant victory. And then you go and bring Obasanjo to the country. And who brought Obasanjo to the country? The same politicians who are part of the old system who lost out. They are now trying to create a government of national unity, midwife by Obasanjo. Before you know it, all the people they have chased out of power will end up in power again. And when they come back again, they will be more ruthless. So I am not engaging in any speculation about dialogue. Not me.
All right, now I don't hear from the horse's mouth. So now the protest go take you, no giving up, no shaking. On top the matter, in fact, the Yoruba people don't start. Watch out, may you see them. to welcome back from that wonderful short clip of the protest with the Shelley, where they take the insult Bola Ahmed Tinubu and they bad the government. Now welcome back. So on top of this matter, now I say make I can't give this update sharply. May all of us take on know what they happen. Say this country, he must better by fire, by force. Make yourself not relent to make yourself join the protest. Make we fix the country, make for this better for ourselves and our children for the future. So therefore, for this junction, I won't close my mouth too. I won't put my mouth for this junction. I won't say bye.